Well, Mr. Bone Man, the hold screen is on.
I'm gonna put on a suit. Kyra, if you, honest to God, if you don't want to do these interviews, I can handle it.
I can just stand. And just be there.
Just stand.
That works for me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here. And the joke is that everyone's waiting for me to say something, but I just
Yeah.
won't say anything.
I'll just look at you and the camera will. Are you live?
Just stay completely still.
Are you live?
No, he's not.
What if Cairo says the last question, but it's really
Hey, Waldo, shut the hell up. We're live.
Actually, yeah. What if Cairo just chimes in as the last question? Yeah,
And then
we're
we
not live.
cut. What? He's nodding. This fucker's nodding at me.
He's
Are we
lying. He's
fucking?
trolling
We
me.
fucking live, Dawes? Or no, Robo? We fucking get the fuck out of here, Egg. It's my goddamn interview. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the winner's interview. Today we have DCU, who just played probably, I think they would agree, probably one of the best games we've ever seen in this entire game's history. That was an absolutely phenomenal game. We'll just go across the row here, and I want to start with you, Ubix. You when we were teaming on Polar, you were pretty much you were an unsung hero, and I think that goes the same for Army. But I mean, grand finals for the third time in a row. It's not a coincidence, my friend. How does it feel?
It feels good because I want to make BCS history by becoming the first to win 3 in a row.
That's true. You are on the brink of history, and I
that's a good
think.
title to have.
So what's the game plan for you then? Have you opted to adapt your playstyle a little bit for this third game, for this third cup, or have you just been pretty much taking it the same?
I think I've been playing the same. If I just play the same way I play like this game and the last Austin game, I think we can win.
That's that. A man of very little words, but they always seem to mean something. Speaking of which, Italics, my friend, you are about to bench ride your second. Wait,
Yeah.
your third cup victory. What's your workout routine? I'm curious for preparing for these bench games.
Okay, so I'm always on the bench. You always got to be on the bench when you're a bench king, and you always got to do push-ups. I do 5,000 a day. That's my reps.
Oh my God.
That's just my reps. And you gotta drink whatever this is. I don't know what that is. But I do want to say after this game, I'm feeling pretty good. I feel pretty confident, and we're gonna win it.
You know, I'm very happy because you seem very content, and I like that because it's been pretty long that you've been riding the bench, but you always seem to have a smile on your face, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
So thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Saito, representing the jobless of the world here. 3 goals for you, my man. I mean, it seems I always have to bring up your goal count, but it seems like it's becoming like a routine for me all the time. You're just scoring goals.
Yeah.
What has enabled you to kind of find your confidence in that play style? Do you feel like this has been, your captain perhaps? Has this been some sort of awakening inside of you? What has gotten you to this point where you are playing super confidently?
Me calling out for work, but
Yeah.
no. No, but seriously though, I feel like it's more of like a team effort. Like really, everyone played a role. Like Ubix cooking up on the field, so is Wansky, Mooner catching up these balls, and even Italics giving up good comms and stuff like that. But I'm actually surprised for myself too, that I actually managed to pull in 3 goals, enough to get a hat trick on me too. And it's solely more the reason why Live Frame was like important for me, so that I could get tuned up with Fine Sharpen my sword. And honestly, I think it paid out really well.
I think it did too. And I mean, obviously being thrusted into one of the top teams in the league your first season must have had some sort of pressure on you. What have you done to kind of prepare yourself for this entire cup?
What I've done to myself is really just, focusing on the free times I have to lab up, practice all the new skills, and even like reviewing all the VODs that was either the current cup and even the previous cups.
Wow, my man is studious. We love that. We love that effort. Now let's talk over here to the old guard. We talked to the new one. Let's talk to you. You're one of the very few remaining players that have stick through every single cup, and here you are, potentially on the brink of capturing your second. What's the secret to not aging, Waldo? I need to know.
This year, I'm Darth Waldo, and that gives me new life. It gives me new purpose. I'm using the Sith powers to bring myself back to Prime Waldo, and it's working.
I think this guy's fucking crazy, dude.
And we're going to the grand finals, baby! I'm hyped, and I can't wait to get my second ring.
You are in the grand finals.
It's about time.
That's the enthusiasm I want, Darth Waldo. That's the enthusiasm I want. And I'm with your playstyle. I was skeptical at first because DCU. I mean, you're a very passive sort of player. You're very backline heavy. When you have DCU being such an aggressive team, what do you feel like has clicked for you guys to be able to kind of gain a sort of tempo and allow yourselves to play this, sort of playstyle you've been going at?
Communication. That is key. We communicate a lot. We tell when someone's open, who to cover, and it works. If you communicate a lot, then you're all on the same page, and you just go from there, and it's pulling it off.
I love the enthusiasm. That's a championship winning mentality right there. But let's talk about championships for a bit, because you, Vonsky, have been playing catch up with Meat Sale. Three cups to his name right now, but you are on the brink of securing your third. In a very deserved way. You become fastly one of the top players in this entire game. What's it going to be like in this grand finals? Do you feel like you're prepared? Do you feel like you're ready for whoever comes your way at this point? Because I think you've beaten both of the teams that still remain in this cup.
Yeah, it's just going to be like clockwork with how we've played. I mean, I think we have all reason to be confident now, beating both teams in lowers. So, just got to do it again one more time.
You obviously, you don't have as much experience as, say, the captains that have kind of, raised a lot of players like Meat Sale, like even like Noroblow, the way he did on Crystal Palace. But now you've taken that role. Do you feel like it's been a difficult, role to play, especially whenever you have, talent like Saito, who is, very, very brand new?
Well, yeah, it's been really difficult because I had the least money in the draft too. But, it's really Saito that was able to become what he is now because, I've tried training players. I'm not the best at it, but, I don't want to take credit for that. It's all him.
I respect that. I respect that a lot. That's very, very wholesome as well. Now, finally, we'll talk to Muna.
Here, I'll be the translator for her.
Yeah, we got Saito, the furry translator. Thankfully, very good. It was your game. I would say this game was an exponential graph. You started pretty wary. I would say you were letting a few goals in, but then that second half, man. I mean, you just ramped it up. I was very impressed with that. So, going into this grand finals, is that confidence sticking with you? You feel like you're ready to take on the world, or you ready to rock? What the heck is this guy?
She says that she's ready for anything, and rocking and rolling.
Rocking and rolling. That's a good tagline. I'll turn back to the rest of you, any of you, who'd like to say your final goodbyes as you have locked in grand finals time. You are now waiting for the winner of Austin versus Miami to see who goes on to face you. What are your final thoughts?
I want Meat Sale. Give me Meat Sale.
Give us Austin.
Oh,
I've dreamt of the matchup since I started my career.
It's a death match. That's actually like an actual death match.
It's the only thing that will complete it.
To all our fans, we have some DCU fans been watching, including my brother, and they've been cheering us on this stream.
Vamos.
Let's go.
Awesome. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Cairo, you have any remarks that you'd like to say to them? Yeah, I thought so.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much for joining us for this game. Congratulations to DCU, who secured themselves a grand finals bag. Get off my field.